Okay. First, let's start with the most important thing. Actually, I should teach different, but I will start with the nomenclature because I don't know we will have time or no to complete it. So this is the most important. First, I will start with nomenclature. So, in brief, it's called as IUPAC nomenclature. That means we'll try to name the compounds. I will write different compounds here. We will try to name them. That's the concept. Okay. So first we'll understand how to name them. Before naming something, if there is a baby, okay, which has born on Monday, we call it as Shiva, Mahesh. Getting on, we have names. Monday, if they are born Monday, we have specific god names for Monday. If they are born for Tuesday, Lakshmi, like that. Friday and Lakshmi, correct? So Saturday, Hanumanta. Getting on. So we have specific god names referred to that day. Similarly, here there is some rules to name that. We can't just name anything. We have some rules. We are understanding those rules. What are the rules? Okay. So first we have prefix. We have prefix plus root word, and at last we have a suffix. Suffix means it is at the last. Prefix means it's at the beginning. Root words means middle name. So you should know all the three components. Then only you can name the baby. If you don't know anything, if you miss, you can't name properly. Okay. So first prefix, we will understand one by one. Okay, don't speak. First prefix, first chloro. Chloro is represented as Cl. Chloro is represented as Cl. Next bromo, Br. Fluoro, F. Iodine or iodo, whatever you want, you write I. So you will have only these four for 10th standard. Chloro, bromo, fluoro, and iodo. Chloro means I will add Cl. These are prefix. That means it is at the beginning. Example: if I take my name Mahesh, if in my component chloro is there, I should add chloro at the beginning. So Cl will come here. Cl will come in the beginning. Understood? So it's a prefix. Next. Next we have root word. So in root words we have what first? Methane. Okay. Ethane. Propane. Butane. Pentane. Hexane. Heptane. Octane. Till nano, if you're nonane, some people will read nonane, some people will read nano. Only think that. Or decagon. Or decagon. So these are the root words. So what does this mean? Means here. Methane means what? Only one carbon is there. How many carbon are there? One carbon. If you spot one carbon, it's called as methane. If by chance if I spot two carbons, carbon. If I spot two carbons, it's called as ethane. It's called as ethane. Next, if I spot three carbons, it's called as propane. So easy. If you spot four carbons, you can call it as butane. Similarly, further it goes. If you spot 5 carbon atoms, it's pentane. If you spot 6, it's called as hexane, and further on. Understood? Next we'll go to suffix now. In suffix, but I have already added one suffix here. The suffix is what here? Can anybody? ANE. I have added ANE because it makes it easy to understand. But ANE is also what? It's suffix. So we should just write it like this. This is the root words. But. We don't write it as methane. Okay, it's just ethane, propane, prop. Okay, so these are the root words. These are the root words. Meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex. Why do we write root words? Because we see carbon atoms. How many carbon atoms are there? That many root words. Okay. Next. In suffix first, if I have single bond, so these are all which type of bonds here? Single bond. If I have single bond, it's called as ANE. Very easy. If you spot single bond, it's called as ANE. If by chance if you spot double bond, it's called as ENE. If you spot double bond between carbon atoms. Now one example I'll give. Now C, single bond C, double bond O. Like this is there, one element, just like that only written. So is this first point? This is eth connected to a carbon atoms are there. Now it is AN or in according to you guys. It's AN or in. In. The principle is that between carbon and carbon we should see. You are seeing what? You are just seeing double bond. The double bond is where it's between carbon and oxygen. The bond should be in between of what? Carbon. So in between carbon, what is there? Single bond. So it is under N. It's not in. If you write in, it's gone. Last time what I thought means I thought like that. I think so. I am feeling today. I spotted double bond means I thought it's in, but it's not like that. The bonds that you see should be in between what? The carbon atoms. If you just spot double bond, if you write it's in, it's wrong. The double bond should be in between what? The carbon atom. Example, see, this is correct. The double bond is between a carbon atom. If you spot double bond in between carbon atom, it's called as in. If you spot triple bond, it's called as ine, by ne. If you spot triple bond, it's called as by n. Since we are learning about carbon, it's all about carbon. Getting or no? It's between carbon and carbon. If I spot single bond in between carbon and carbon, it's called as in. If I spot double bond in between carbon and carbon, it's called as in. If I spot triple bond in between carbon and carbon, it's called as by n. Getting or no? It's not between carbon and oxygen, carbon and chloro. It's between carbon and carbon. One more example, okay? CCl. Okay? Now, first, how many carbon atoms are there here? How many carbon atoms are there? 6. Slow. Huh? Why 2 are there? This is what? What is this? Carbon. What is this? Chlorine. It is not carbon. Getting or no? This type of question they will give. This is carbon, but this is a chlorine. So chlorine means what? Cl I should write first, because it is prefix. First I should write Cl. Next, how many carbon atoms are there? How many carbon atoms are there? 1. So it is meth. Right? And next, how many type of bond is a single bonded? So again, chloromethane. The name is chloromethane. Understood or not? So find C and Cl is different. First point. This is a trick question. Okay. Next. So this is a suffix in and by. Next suffix is very, very important. That's camera capture next suffix C, double bond. It is called as functional groups. Okay. This is the most important part. Functional groups. These are called as functional groups. First functional group is alcohol. Okay. And alcohol is represented as what? OH. Alcohol is represented as OH. Understood or? Next is aldehyde. Aldehyde is represented as Al. Aldehyde is represented as Al. Third is ketone. Ketone is represented as ONE. We don't say ketone, we just write ONE. No, then we just see, afterwards you'll understand. If you're not getting, you just see, okay. And last we have is carboxylic acid. So carboxylic acid is represented as weak. Getting or no? Now these are its names. But how are its figures are not represented? Now I will represent its figure. So whenever you see OH, OH will be like this, single bond OH. Getting or no? OL is there. OL is there, okay. By mistake I have written OH there. This is OL. Okay, now correct. If you see OH, we should represent it as alcohol. It's under functional group of alcohol. If you see this type of bond, C double bond O, single bond H. C double bond O, single bond H. This double bond can be here, this double bond can be here. No. Getting or no? There is no reference. That should be upon. It can be either upper side or downward side. C double bond H, if you see, it's called as what? Al. If you spot C double bond O over like this, then it is called as ONE. It's under ketone group. Last, if you spot C double bond O over C double bond O, OH, if you spot it's under oic carboxylic acid. Any doubts? So this you should know. I think this is very easy to understand. Very easy. But understanding this is it takes a little bit time, but it's very easy. Understood or no? OH means what? OL, functional group. C double bond OH, it comes under Al, that is aldehyde. C double bond O, that comes under ONE, that is what? Ketone. C double bond O, OH comes under oic acid. How to remember? First OH is very easy. OL. OH. Okay, next. C double bond, only if one hydrogen is there, it's called as Al. If OH is there, it's called as oic. If nothing is there, it's called as 1. It's only right. First, you should understand only the C double bond O. If you write, it's 1. Nothing is there. It's 1. If you spot H here, it's Al. If you spot OH here, it's called as oic. First, once again. First, just if you write C double bond O, it's called as 1. O is there or no? 1. If you spot H, it's called as Al. If you spot OH, it's called as oic. Easy or no? And if you spot just OH, it's called as Al. Any doubts? Take it and you should add that, okay? Good. Okay, next. Now see here. Stop writing. Now we'll start one by one. I will write it. You will try to get it first. One I will show. Okay. C. One by one will be. Okay. First one I will teach. Okay. First, what is your work? First work is to identify how many carbons are there. How many carbons are there? 3 carbon are there. If 3 carbon are there, what is the root word? First, methane, ethane, propane. So prop. So the root word is to write first. Root word is prop. Root word is prop because I have 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3. Next, what type of bonds are there here? Between carbon and carbon. Don't say other yellow background. You should just see between carbon and carbon how many are there? We have single bond. Single bond means what? N. So it's definitely propane. This much we have understood now. Okay. Is there any prefix here? Any prefix? Chloro. Cl is there. So chloro. First I should write chloro in the beginning. Chloro. Okay. And do I have any suffix? Like functional groups, do I have any aldehyde there? Do I have any ketone, carboxylic acid, alcohol, anything is there? OH, can I spot anything? So this is the name, chloro, propane. Easy? Easy then? Next, one more. Don't write just here, okay? Don't try to write anything. Okay. Similar type. Again, first what you should spot? You should spot first carbon. First that is a work. Don't directly say the name. First, how many carbon atoms are there? 3. So 3 means again it is prop. Okay. What type of bonds are there? Single bond means N. This is the procedure. Next, is there any prefix? Bromo. Over. And do I have any functional groups? 0 functional groups. Nothing is there. So the name is bromo propane. Easy. Next. First, how many carbon atoms I have? 3 again. So it is again called as prop. I have 3 carbon atoms. It's again called as prop. What are the bonds that you see here? Single bond. Single bond means A-N-E. Okay. Is there any prefix? Fluoro, bromo. Can you spot any Cl? Can you spot any bromine, Br, iodine, fluoro, F? Nothing is there. So prefix is absent here. Leave prefix. Is there any suffix here?
Yes.
Which is the functional group? So alcohol, OL. So propane plus all propanol. You shouldn't write much propaneol very badly. Propanol. The name is propanol. Understood? So this comes under which type of group now? It comes under alcohol group. Alcohol class. It comes under alcohol class. This also they can ask for 1 mark. In which class does it come? It comes under alcohol class or alcohol functional group. Any doubt? This is the procedure you should follow. Okay, take it. Now you try. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now first, again we should start with water. First, how many carbon atoms are there? From here. How many carbon are there? 3 are there. So if 3 are there, it's called as prop. It's called as prop. What type of bonds are there between carbon and carbon? Don't say this double bond. Don't go with that. Getting or no? If you go with this, it's wrong. You should see the bond between carbon and carbon. So it is single. So it is propane. Getting or no? Many students will mistake here only. They will do it in the bond between C and O. Leave that. We don't care about that. Okay. So it's propane. Do I have any prefix?
No.
Prefix is absent. But definitely, if I have C double bond O, I have suffix. C double bond O like this. Have you seen anything? C double bond OH. What is this called as? Al. It comes under aldehyde class. So it is propane plus Al. So I can call it as propanol. Propanol. Understood or no? And this comes under which class? Aldehyde class. Aldehyde class or aldehyde functional group. Any doubt? Next. How many are there now? Again prop. Maximum prop only will come. Maximum. Okay. Again prop. Next. What is this bond? Leave that first. Do I have any prefix? No. Okay. And again I can write propane. Do I have any prefix? Prefix is absent. Now I have C double bond O. I just have that. Yes or no? If you see, this is again bonded with C here. This is bonded with C here. So we don't care about that. So C double bond O means what? It is. It comes under ketone. So ONE. So propane plus ONE. Propanone. Propanone. And it comes under ketone class. Understood or no? Next. How many carbons are there again? Types of bonds between the carbon are single bond. Propane. Propane. Okay. Next. Do I have any chloro, bromine? Nothing. Prefix is absent. Suffix. I have C double bond O. C double bond O. OH I have. It is OIC. C double bond O. OH. So it is plus OIC. So it's propanoic. Propanoic is the name, and it comes under carboxylic acid. Functional group or class. Take it. These are there in textbook only. From textbook only I have told this. You can spot them in textbook. ನಂಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾ ಕಲ್ಸಾಗಿದ್ದೆ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಅನ್ಸತ್ತೆ. ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸಾದಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಂಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಅಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೋಡ್ಕೋರಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿನ ಸರ್ ಸಿ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಂಗೆ ಹಂಗ ಅನ್ಸತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಟ್ರಿಪಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಐನು. ಹಂಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಪಕ್ಕ ನಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸಾದಿದೆ. Next. These are the most important because here double bond and triple bonds are there. So first, how many carbon atoms are there here? How many carbon atoms are there? 3. 3 means it's pro. Same thing. Now bonds between carbon and carbon, if you see here it is one bond, single bonded. But here I have double bond. So this becomes what? In. Understood or no? If I have single bond, it is ANE. If I have double bond, it is ENE. If I have triple bond, it is YNE. Very easy. Since I have double bonds between carbon and carbon, it is in. Propene. Understood or no? Do I have any chloro, bromo, fluoro? I don't know. So prefix is absent. But suffix, is there any suffix? Suffix is also absent. Yes or no? Nothing is there, no? So the name is propene. The name is propane. Correct? Next, come here. Now again, how many carbon atoms I have? 3. Prop. Type of bond between carbon and carbon is 3 bond. Maximum is 3. So it is propine. And do I have any suffix class? Do I have any prefix? Both are absent. It looks so dangerous, but its name is so easy. Propine. ನೋಡಿ ಎದುರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರು, ಬಟ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, ಪ್ರೊಪೈನ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಪಿನ್. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು. ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್? ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. Okay, record agilada. So carbon are how many? 4 carbon are there. Bute. Next, all are single bonded, so A and butane. And I have only one prefix chloro, and I have one suffix OH OL. So it is chloro butanol, comes under what? Alcohol class. Next, grab ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡಿ. Try. One example shall I give? One I will tell you. Okay. See here. I have how many carbon atoms? Total 3. Okay. So it's called as prop again. Don't say H. Okay, don't say H. It's called as hydrocarbons. Whenever hydrogens are present, it's called as hydrocarbons. Tomorrow I will teach. Tuesday class. So how many carbons are there first? 3 carbons. Same process. 3 carbons. So prop. What are the bonds between carbon and carbon? I have triple bond here only. This is between carbon and carbon. Don't say hydrogen. Getting on? Whenever you have CH2, CH3, leave that. So carbon between carbon and carbon, how many are there? 2 bonds are there. Double bond. So double bond means what? ENA. Propene. Understood or no? And do I have any prefix? Absent. Suffix? Absent. So the name is propene. Any doubt? Ready that? Next. Try. Be quick. Put try ಮಾಡಿ. ನೀವು ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ ನಂಗೆ ನಾ ಕೇಳಾಕತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ವೇನ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೀನ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಗೆ ಹೋದ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ದಾಗ ಕುಂದಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅಡಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಗ completed okay stop writing here stop okay next this first how many carbon atoms are there here 1 2 3 4 so it is bute next after finding carbon atoms I should find the bonds between them are what all are single bonded if you see properly don't see this that is between carbon and oxygen between carbon and carbon all are single bonded so it is in butane. Understood or next what I should see any prefix is there. Is there any prefix present? Chloro, bromo, nothing. Is there any suffix present? So suffix we can spot it here. That is C double bond. OH is also there. Here carbon is there, leave that. Write it separately. C double bond to OH. C double bond to OH means what? OIC. So it is plus OIC. So it is butane OIC. It comes under carboxylic acid class. How many got this right? Very good. Try this one. I have done that before only. Try. But try. Be quick. Today, whatever I've taught, go to home, repeat this once again, 15-20 minutes. ಮುಗೀತು ತಲೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡೋದು. ಈಗ ನಾಳೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಇದು ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ನೀವೇ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು ದಿಸ್? ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ತಲೆಯಾಗ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಏನ್ ಪಾಯ್ತು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಷ್ಟು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟೈಮ್. Got it? Next answer. Okay. So this is very easy. This we have done before also. First, only one carbon is there, not two carbons. One carbon. So it is meth. And the bond is single bond, so it is methane. Next word, I have a chloro in the beginning, one prefix over. So the name is chloromethane. Over. Next, CH3, CHO. How many carbon atoms are there? 2. 1 or 2. So 2 means what? Eth. 2 means eth. Correct. Next, the bonds between the carbon and carbon are single bonded. So it is ethane. So it is ethane. Next, do I have any prefix? Absent. Do I have any suffix? Suffix. In OH kanni kanadutilla. HO means also same OH. OH means also HO. Getting or no? Understood? So it is plus OL. So the name is ethanol. Class alcohol. For alcohol functional. Understood or no? OH can be written as OH also or HO. Both are same. Alcohol. Okay, next. Ramali. Try this. So how many carbon atoms are there? 1, 2, 3. Proper. The bonds are single bonded in. Correct. Next. I don't have any prefix. I have only one suffix, that is C double bond O. Over. So it is ONE. It's ONE. Propanone. Is the name. The class is it? Today I'll stop here. ಇಷ್ಟ ಪೂರ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಅವರ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. ಇಷ್ಟ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಬರಿ ಸರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐಸೋಮರ್ಸ್, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟ್ಯೂಸ್ಡೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್. ಫರ್ದರ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ, ಬಟ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೀಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಬಂತ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದು? ಬಂದಿರ್ಲ. 1 second, I will take attendance.